Pablo Martinez Monsivais, AP. The presidents of historically black colleges and universities are making their second visit to the White House this year amid strains with the Trump administration over promises unkept. An annual gathering in the nation's capital for those schools has been reduced to a two-day summit, further aggravating college officials already frustrated with the White House's slow pace on keeping its commitments. "Everyone's uptight in this day and age with our current president and with what's going on," said Tai Kui, president of the National HBCU Alumni Associations. "Things are out of control." Trump promised support for the schools during his presidential campaign and Black History Month meetings, when college presidents posed for pictures with the president in the White House. This time, Trump will not be at the White House to receive them. His schedule puts him in New York for the UN General Assembly. Advocates for the schools say there has been little to no action from the Trump administration, including its failure to name an executive director to an office dedicated to these institutions, or the lack of progress on moving that office from the Education Department to the White House, as promised. In addition, the institutions have not seen increases in their funding in Trump's proposed budget, and they had to beat back a White House push to call construction money for historically black colleges and universities unconstitutional. To make things worse, all that followed the school presidents posing with Trump for a photo in the Oval Office, which caused a backlash from students, faculty and alumni. That led to calls from the college's major advocates to postpone the annual National Historically Black Colleges and Universities Week conference. "It has become painstakingly clear that these promises are not being kept," said Representative Alma Adams, DNC, who leads the Congressional HBCU caucus. "In this current environment, and with zero progress made on any of their priorities, it would be highly unproductive to ask HBCU presidents to come back to Washington," she said. "The week is normally planned by the White House HBCU Initiatives Executive Director along with a Presidential HBCU Advisory Board," said Johnny C. Taylor, President and CEO of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, a nonprofit organization that has supported public historically black colleges and universities since 1987. "Regrettably, as of August 2017 neither has been appointed," Taylor said. Responding to feedback from key stakeholders, the Education Department sent an email September 5 saying it was postponing this year's National HBCU Week conference and replacing it with more intimate conversations. Omarosa Manigault Newman, a HBCU graduate and assistant to the president and director of communications for the White House Office of Public Liaison, told the Associated Press in a telephone interview last week that the conference was simply scaled back. She said the White House intended to announce an executive director for the initiative on Monday. Also expected to be announced is a lineup of 62 HBCU All-Stars, students who serve as the initiative's ambassadors to black colleges. Newman said the leaders will discuss capital financing, improving student outcomes, alliances with the tech sector and post-secondary degrees. Students will get a tour of the White House, mentoring and a special tour of the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture. President Trump's commitment to the HBCU community remains strong and unwavering, she said in a statement. "Registration remains at capacity and we are looking forward to welcoming HBCU presidents, students and guests." On Friday, Trump issued a presidential proclamation designating the upcoming week as HBCU Week, and said those schools, many of which were founded under the cold shadow of segregation and racial prejudice, have long played an integral role in our nation's history, providing Black Americans opportunities to learn and achieve their dreams. The United Negro College Fund and its leaders said they will be at the table at the White House. UNCF intends to take every opportunity to participate in serious discussions with federal policymakers to ensure that each and every African American student enjoys a successful journey from school to college and career, the group said. Trump received 8% of the African American vote during the election. Since then, he has generated controversy through several statements, including saying last month said there were very fine people among the white nationalists, white supremacists and neo-Nazis protesting the possible removal of a Confederate statue in Charlottesville, Virginia. There is legitimate concern that some may want to use this event to protest, boycott or much worse, refuse to work with the Trump administration and the Republican-controlled Congress, Taylor said. The White House,